Howdy, Possum Patty here. Yepers, Mr. Possum, and we are just back from the beach. Yes, our fave beach. I was good. I went to the beach. I sat in my chair. No, usually I go and I hike around and scramble over the rocks and do all kinds of things. No, I wasn't ready for that. But it was very relaxing. I just sat for a couple of hours in my beach chair, and you'll never guess who we met there. Yepers, if you remember from last summer. Okay, Billy, come out now. We met Billy Bean at the beach. He has his own beach chair, yes. We met Billy Bean at the beach, and he comes from Jilly Bean's studio. Yes, I mentioned her in a video just the other day, didn't I? Oh, she sent me a card. Yeah, she sent me a card. And so Billy Bean was there. So he decided to come to Soggy Bottom. He usually just hangs around in the summertime and maybe dashes off to the beach with us every once in a while. And then for the winter, he just kind of takes off. Yes. I'm sure he goes somewhere tropical. Yes. I'm sure he goes somewhere tropical. He's got his coconut drink over here. He's got his little gnome flip-flops on. Yeah. So what did I do while I sat gently in my chair and enjoyed the sun? Well, I put on my 55 sunblock and stayed under the umbrella. I did go out and walk in the water just a little bit. Yes, I did. But I brought an activity bag, yes. I'm like a 5-year-old. I don't go anywhere without an activity bag, whether it's stitching or sketching. Yes, I always bring something along to do. So I brought some mixed media paper, and I brought some scrap paper. I just grabbed a handful of beach paper off the top of the box, the summer paper box. I didn't use any, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. Oh, here's some more. Here's some more. And I brought a little pouch with some water pens in it. I filled up a whole bunch with water and a pencil and a micron, just like I was doing my nature journaling, and a Sharpie. And I brought my Paul Rubin paint with me, and just some towels. Just some towels that are now all dirty, and the top of my almond milk yogurt. Throw that away. There's no garbage cans at the beach. No. Whatever you bring in, you have to bring out with you. Okay, so, yes. Oh, very relaxing today, yes, but now I'm tired. But I do want to show you my Mermaid's Tail beach journal. If you're a new Possum peep, 100,000 welcomes. There's Mr. Possum walking around out there. Yeah, he's putting things away. And yes, I might do a quick page. So come on along. Did I just call these water pens or water brushes? I don't remember. But they're a brush, and you fill the handle with water. I have a couple different brands. I don't remember what this one is. It's very, very old, but it's got a big handle. And then I had a couple of new ones. Oh, these two must have come together. Is there a name on here? Yes. Kuretakakedo or something like that. Japanese. These are Japanese water brushes. And these are Derwent, Derwent, Derwent. And I've had 2 Derwents. Well, these are the ones I took with me. And I did have another one. I think these are like the cheaper ones from Temu or something. But this one's got a nice little point on it. So those are water brushes, yes. So I took those with me, filled them all up before I left. And I took my Paul Rubens paint, like I said, and a pencil and a pen. I'm gonna put those on my floor storage. And some towels. And some towels. Okay, let me move in a little closer here. So this is my Mermaid's Tale summer journal. And this is a wooden piece from the Dollar Tree. And I painted it in with some sparkly paint. Put a little bow and a little half round pearl on there. And then for material, I had this like mermaid tail, very fancy scales. I put that in the background, but I added this netting on top of it. Yeah, like the mermaid was in the ocean. I like that effect. And then this is a piece of cardboard that I covered with fabric. I think this is Dollar Tree, and this is Dollar Tree, and this is Dollar Tree. I put a belly band. I think it's one of the first journals. I put a belly band on the front like that. I put one on the back. Yes, I put one on the back too. Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree. And this is, I want to say, I'm not sure. I don't want to say. It might be an altered book, but I would have to look back because I made this a couple years ago. And it has two signatures. This is the life. I think this opens up. Yes. And this is a title chart and pictures of me with my boogie board, and there's my sunglasses. It's a whole story about how I lost my sunglasses at the beach. And that's closed with a magnet. And this is a little mermaid that my grandniece, she colored that in. I added some treasure there. And just a bunch of journaling. Yeah, there's a playlist for this. I did do some nature journaling at the beach. And more nature journaling at the beach. And I just cut out some information from some, like beach guides. And I put a couple of photographs in there. My grandnephew at the beach. I love this picture because ocean. He's at the ocean and he's sitting in a bucket of water. And then I made a mermaid. Yes, I need a slow stitch mermaid. You can see all the stitches on the back. Now, I could have stitched everything and then put this pink on top so you can't see the stitches, but no, I decided to show the stitching. And she's got sequins on her tail, and she's got a little happy face here. And I made her little seashell house to live in, my little slow stitch mermaid. And this was a stamp. I just colored that in. And I colored this in with something, yeah. Beach day. Oh, do I have dates? I hope I have dates. All right, so 23. So I guess I started this. Says 22 and 23 and 24. And now we're going into 25 because the only thing I was putting in here was a couple of beach days, except for this was my brother's birthday, and we had a birthday party for him down the shore at this place. It's called The Place. The Place. It's a lobster place down at the shore. So that's his birthday. Mermaid stuff here. Mermaid stuff. And this was from Jilly Bean. We had a creative journaling sesh at the beach. Yes, we did. Oh, and I have real sea glass in here. I slow stitched that on this netting. I think that came from Jelly Bean. Yeah, from the beach. And it's one of my gull friends down the beach. My gull friends. And this wooden piece and this wooden piece are from the Dollar Tree. I'm just exploring. I've got all this beach scrapbook paper at the flea market. And this flamingo paper, I got this for free to just do a review of, yes. Oh, and this is my great aunt Fanny Hortense in her Hawaiian outfit, yeah. And some wooden fish buttons there. Oh, I did just a quick watercolor sketch here and a rock sculpture. On the back, a picture of that. Oh, and this was a diamond painting. Diamond painting I did of a seahorse. Very colorful. And here's Possum Patty cross-stitching at the beach. I added slow stitching on this too. I had a lot of fun in this with all these bright summer colors. And oh, I found a heart-shaped rock at the beach. And actually, I should have brought it home. I left it there. And then I went back and it was gone. But it was so heavy to carry. It was a big rock, big, heavy rock. Yeah. And I think, yeah, I don't know why I'm skipping around. Oh, this is the meetup with Jilly Bean. Okay, Jilly Bean from Jilly Bean Studio. And here's Mr. Billy Bean and the story. And we did some journaling and we painted these seahorses. Oh, actually, we painted seahorses and I gave her mine and she gave me hers. Yes, so this is Jilly Beans. And I made some kelp under the ocean here. And I got some bubbles coming up. Is that it? So I have a few more pages in here. And I probably have some beach pictures I can add to this. Now, I was just counting my journals, and I think I have 29 finished journals. And I don't know why I skipped all these pages because I'm chronologically challenged. I just can't do things in order. And I want to have at least 30 journals finished by the end of the year. I don't know how many times we're going to go to the beach, but I can look back at my pictures and add some things in here. There's not that many more pages. Well, I guess kind of there is, right? We'll see. But it'll be fun this summer to work on this. And if I don't finish this one, that's okay. That's okay. Finish it next year, right? I'd like to get something done. Oh, yes, and my nutty is still here. But there's also a lot of empty pages in this too. So, yeah, we'll see. I want to get one more journal done. I do have my kitty boho. Oh, you know what? I take it back. My mushroom house is finished and the red journal's finished. Oh, so I have 30 journals finished. I do. I have 30 journals finished. But I would still like to get another one done this year. Yeah, another one done. So I brought this mixed media. This is not the good mixed media like in my sketchbook. This is Master's Touch. This is an off-brand. It tends to pill up. And $9.99, but they have them on sale for like $5, and I bought it. So I did a picture of Mr. Billy Bean sitting in his chair. I didn't get that part right, no. I am bad with chairs and buildings. I really need to work on chairs and buildings, but I did Mr. Billy Bean in the ocean and a little bit of a blue sky there. And I added some sand, which will probably fall off because I just put a little bit of glue stick. So I can probably brush some of that off. Oh, some is sticky. But there's Mr. Billy Bean at the beach today. I'm going to take him out. Put that on the floor. I got to put that stuff in the bag, I guess. And I thought I would either put a background on a page or use one of these pages here. Cut him out. And just, I can do some journaling right on there. I don't even know if I need this. Oh, I like this. There's a little bit of a border maybe. All right, we'll see. We shall see, we shall see. I know there's going to be sand everywhere, but you know, when you come back from the beach, there usually is sand everywhere. And it is the Northern Oreo o'clock. I'm going to round the corners. Let's see. The blue water would look nice as a border. This is very subtle, but I love it. It's a little crab and everything, but this, wow, that really makes it stand out, doesn't it? I don't know. I think it just kind of pops on this one. This is probably a pool though, not the ocean, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to trim this down. Okay, I'm just going to glue the water down and, oh, I didn't make that very wide, did I? Well, I cut this a little too short. I thought I measured correctly, but I didn't. And now you can't see it from the sides of the painting here. So, oh, we got pink starfish and we got pink background here. Maybe I can do something off center. Maybe I can do something off center and leave a little pink around the edge. Something like that. My journal has to be perfect.
Oh
no! No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So we're going to have pink and blue around the edge. And we're going to offset this just a little bit. Like that. You can see already see some blue back there. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably journal right on the paper there. I'm using my new Oohoo. Yoo-hoo, glue stick. I used a lot of it yesterday. Working in the other journal. There we are. Well, at the beach, it did take me a while to, you know, I sketched it with pencil and then I went over it with the pen. And then, of course, I did some watercolors and then I glued some sand down. Some of it's come off, but that's okay. That's okay. I did a little bit of journaling. Yes, I remembered put the date, where we were. And I just said we met Mr. Billy Bean at the beach and he's back at Soggy Bottom for a visit. Well, I did take my, you know, around the neck camera holder. So I'd like to share with you maybe just a little bit of that video while I was sketching and watercolor painting. Even with a hands-free camera, it's a little hard to juggle everything in your lap at the beach. So I did a quick sketch of Mr. Billy Bean, just using the pencil, and then I took my Sharpie and made my black outlines. I really have to do something about learning how to sketch perspective in a chair. That back leg just swings out into the middle of nowhere. Maybe I'll have a practice session doing that. So there he is. First pencil sketch, then a Sharpie pen. And then I'm going to go back and grab my pencil again. I should have brought a larger eraser, but I had to use the little eraser at the end of the pencil there. And I wanted to erase some of the pencil lines, get them off of there before I painted him in. And once he was all cleaned up, I reached into my bag and got out my paints. And this is where it gets difficult here because I'm juggling my paint set and the sketchbook. And I didn't realize it, but I kept reaching my arm across the camera. I did adjust the camera angle a few times. Well, the angle's a little bit better here. I did really enjoy sitting there on the beach chair and listening to the sound of the surf and watching people play in the waves and painting my little Mr. Billy Bean. I did work on painting some sand, trying to make it a little darker under his chair there. I pulled out a brush with a larger tip. That probably would have worked better. This paper is not the best paper for watercolors. It's not, like I said, it's not like my sketchbook. But for playing at the beach, it worked fine. Making the green a little darker on his glasses and up on his hat. Those little water brushes are so much fun to play with. Little pink starfish. I was having a good time. Yes, I was. A couple of folks did stop by to see what I was doing. Oh, that's so good, one little girl said. She was cute, yeah. I think she was sitting behind me, so every time she ran down to the water, yeah, she was checking on what I was doing, painting Mr. Billy Bean, painting the little flower on his coconut drink there. His drink in a coconut shell, I should say. Putting in some ocean. I did a little blue, a little green. Then I decided to go back and define the sand line. Yes, the tide was coming in while we were there, and it was just about high tide when we left. And I brought a little yoo-hoo stick with me and just kind of rubbed it on the paper, and then, of course, reached down and put a little handful of sand there. I actually should have put more glue stick than what I did, yes. Because watch the amount of sand I pile on, yeah. And I never should have done that either because the sand stuck to his beard and it stuck to the chair and it stuck to me. Because parts of the painting were still a little wet at that point, yeah. I need to do that a little bit more carefully in the future. So here I got a towel. I'm kind of brushing some of that off his beard and off his chair. And there he is, sitting out on the blanket. And there's my finished sketch of Mr. Billy Bean at the beach. Well, thanks for coming along today and allowing me to share just a little bit of my beach adventure. Yes, my tiny beach adventure today. And oh, and giving Mr. Billy Bean over here a warm welcome. Yes, he will be at Soggy Bottom for the summer. I'm sure there'll be a few more pool days or beach days or maybe just some outdoor adventure days. And thanks for allowing me to share my little beach sketch and my little beach journal page. Yes, it was a beachy day today. Happy junk journaling. Bye bye.